So as we go forward, you're going to see that I've pretty much taken care of most, if not all, of these levels and S rank them. Um, Obviously, that was a playthrough just to... I'm missing lines now of dialogue. But I'm missing, taking my time, redoing the level. In certain cases, looking up the solution, because it's freaking stupid in some ways. Even if you understand how Advanced Wars works, in a lot of cases, you have to, understand how it works in a system level. It really, I didn't know until I played the Advanced campaign that the AI really loves to target your APCs when it has the option, and that actually plays into beating one of the missions, is just popping extra APCs and letting the AI target them down in order so you can slip undetected. Kind of stupid. So Grit, he's like the lazy bones of this game. He's like, hey man, I don't really care about war or anything or whatever, but I just want an easy life or whatever. But I'm also really fucking deep, and my best friend, who's the opposite of me, he's also in love with the same girl that I'm in love with. So yeah, I just kind of left the country so he could be happy, but because he's such a wiener, he didn't actually do anything. I just kind of wasted my opportunity. Kind of sucks when you think about it. But he likes to call Max, we'll meet later, Maxie. So sometimes I give him a goofy voice, hey Maxie, it's me, Kurt. I think it's hilarious. It's Goofy, Goof Troop. Everybody loves him, right? Oh, I skipped the dialogue. Shit. Fuck. Can I go back? No, I can't go back. So, Gunfighter, yay. We're just gonna pretend you don't see anything. You don't see anything. You don't see any dialogue. Okay, great. Okay, we're not looking at anything not looking at anything. Not looking at the screen. We're not paying attention to what's going on. Do this again. So let's try this again, except we're gonna actually use the... Grit, where are you, Grit? Where's Grit? Easy there. I heard you the first time, oh bearded one. Bearded one? Why, you little piece of shit. A slip of the tongue. My apologies, Commander. Enough. Just get ready to move out. Now listen. Orange Star forces have been deployed where I anticipated. Their commanding officer is untested youngster, but he's not alone. He's working with an advisor, Chris, which I'm told if you play the sequel, they're not going to have, which is fine by me because I don't give two shits about this kind of mechanic. Oh, you're the advisor. You're the tactician. If without you, we would have lost the Fire Emblem 7 Wars. Arr. So don't let your guard down. Our contingent in this area has some indirect combats for you to use. Now get going, Mr. Sharpshooter. What? You want me to go personally, like in a person? Why, you lazy no-good. What do you think a commanding officer does? You don't get moving? Alright, keep your beard on. I don't much like the idea, but I'm going. Got it last. He's an impudent rogue, but he's also the best marksman I've ever seen. Those Orange Star fools will never know what hit them. Perfect! Ha 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 ha. So I gotta use the ending on this one as well. Like I said, we're gonna be meeting Max in the next mission, but I kinda wanna just introduce you to the second CEO of two that are available in this game. Gert. What do you call him? Grit. He's a indirect specialist. He gets an extra one extra range on all of his indirect units, as well as gets extra, I think it's extra 20% or extra 10% damage with all of his indirect units. Then when he pops his PO power, he gets an additional 2 on top of that, plus increase to his power. It's not a great day when he pops that power, because if you're not paying attention, he's going to pop it, and you're just going to be slightly, quote unquote, slightly out of his range, but not really. You're going to be in range of all of his stuff, and it's painful. Chris, Andy, can you hear me? What's up now? Just changed Andy's voice. Great. You've been given the authority to use bases to deploy new units. So, let's see. Dance Wars 2, this is the base game. You get nothing set up for you. You get no units deployed on the map. And then they give you bases, at least one base, to start deploying infantry and collect bases, capture bases, as well as, produce units. So you can choose to forego like a first turn, which puts you at a disadvantage in terms of, the capture race, but will help you produce maybe a stronger unit ahead of schedule, which really can benefit you. But in a lot of cases, it's actually just better to produce the infantry and then come back later on when you have captured a significant amount of stuff to just start pumping out tanks and that. You've been given authority to use bases to deploy new units into the field. Chris hasn't received instructions on how to do this, but I see you've S-ranked every mission, so you know how to do this actually. How do you do this? But you're up to speed, right, Andy? Andy's an idiot. I forgot to mention that Andy's an idiot. He's supposed to be like you when you're first playing the game for the first time. Particularly if you skipped the tutorial section of the training, and you'd be just basically going into this game completely blind. You'd be like, I don't know what anything does. I'm stupid. Oh my, well, let's go through it again. First, place the cursor on the bases and press the A button. A list of units will be displayed. Then use the control pad to scroll through the list and press the A button to select the unit you want to deploy. Units you can't afford will appear in gray. Don't forget that. Each day you will receive funds from all of your bases you hold. You'll have to make do with that amount. Remember, you can't deploy new units to move them. You can't deploy new units and use them move them on the same time. Hope you got all that. Good luck. Alright, so this is the factory base, whatever you want to call it. It allows you to build ground units. Right now I can afford anything that's not a rocket or a medium tank right off the bat. So what we want to do is we kind of want to see what's going on here. So we've got right off the bat a tank unit that's going to move up on his first turn. He's going to move all the way up here if we let him. Which I may let him do that because that'll allow me to not take any damage initially. Counterattack. Move you here. Move the tank up 2 spaces. Then we're gonna... Can you damage this? Sure can. About that. So we're gonna move him this direction because eventually these guys are gonna start coming down south. I kind of want to have someone there to respond to that. Trying to figure out. These tanks are annoying, but the ranged units can easily be taken or damaged with recon units. So recons are super fast on roads. So by producing a recon unit, I could do a lot of damage to these ranged units. But at least for right now, I always go back and forth on this. I never know which way to go because I've done the double recon route and I've done the tank route, and they both stink because essentially you're playing out of range of grit. We'll do tank. Not in the mood. I don't know. Tanks are more expensive. they also can deal more wide range of damage to you. Awesome spit! This area wasn't Blue Moon's to begin with. Blue Moon's just plain greedy. That's what it is. Fighting for these folks just don't sit well with me. Well, I'll just guess I'll mosey on out and see what happens. Like I said. Surprisingly, he has a really good heart. Like, you can see that we're in Orange Star territory, but at the same time, he's like, I gotta do what I gotta do. So, Nell's calling us again. Hey, Sandy, pick up around. Yeah, Nell, we're here. What's going on? We learned that Grit is the opposing CO. Grit is an indirect fire expert whose attack range is larger than normal. Yes, again, I hadn't, like, played this game obsessively as a child. This might be a bit of a surprise for me. But, he hurts a lot. He hurts me. I don't pay attention. I should. Plus, his range gets even bigger when he uses CO power. Make sure you check Grit's attack range throughout the battle. Understood. Hey, Nell. How do you know so much about this guy? ... Question mark, actually. Well, we used to, be, Baka. We used to be friends. That's all I have to tell you. Nell out. Huh? Nell sure was in a hurry. I wonder what was wrong. Like I said, there's some, like I said, rivalry between Grit and Max. Because I think Max, like I said, has a crush, but Nell, but I don't think Nell. I'm not 100% sure. No, this is sort of a wacky, fun game. It's like, you know, you watch these wacky cartoons, you know, people getting hit over the head with anvils. It's kind of like that, kind of not. You're not really supposed to take the plot all that serious. At least until you get to get a Days of Ruin, then it's super serious. Everyone's gotta be super serious. Everyone's dying. Oh boy, better watch out. That's depressing. So, again, you guys are gonna be moving down here. I'm gonna put my infantry slightly out of range. Yeah. Ooh, anti-air are really good against air units, as well as ground infantry and mech units. However, they're not really all that great against tank units, so what we want to do here is either save up for a medium tank, considering doing now, or conversely, producing another tank, so... Yeah, let's save up for a medium tank. So he moved his recon down. This sort of plays good into my plans because as long as he doesn't move the recon, it's just gonna sit there and block. Really works super great. This also works super great as well. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna check to see where Grit is at. He is have to capture the HQ or route all the end. Oh, don't want to be in his range. Blows up. Kinda hurts. So let's see here. I'm up for a medium tank, hooray! So we're gonna use medium tank and produce another infantry. Right here. Alright, so that's should be expected, but it was not. He's got increased range. So my tank is in place to kinda get fucky-wuckied. Move back. They give him open range. That I go. Here. 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 Medium. Let's produce some that'll give me some lunch. So this is gonna set grit, more or less set grit off. So I'm gonna have to make this very cost-effective. Parts. Go here. Okay, not in range yet. Keep checking. So, thing is, if I can reach, I cannot. That's okay. That's definitely gonna be a problem. Alright, I guess I'll move you up here. You can move up here. That grit's back again because it hurt so bad. So, like I said before, maybe we can use the AI's disgusting hatred of AP advantage. Save a little bit of ourselves a little trouble. We're going to produce a tank. So. Disgusting hatred of APCs. I don't get it, but whatever. Alright, so this is where we gotta be super duper careful. So, Grit is at his teeth. This is gonna means that I'm not gonna take too much to get him. Carry's gonna be like, damn it. 42 is quite the number. Place here. Safe. Except for literally right next to him. Then that makes that place not safe. Guess I'm just gonna be an idiot. I don't care. This is actually a safe spot here. I'm actually kind of glad about that. Only take minimal damage instead of super awful, terrible damage. Right. Here. This blows. Oh, I hate these missions. Like pre-deploy missions? They're the best. Oh yeah, he definitely. Like Fucky Wuckies? They're great. They're like, you know, man. Oh baby. Sorry about this, but I'm gonna blow you to smithereens. Whatever. Alright, so that's 1, 2, Ew. Not bad. Only really kind of lost. I don't know. A bit there. Here, shoot the guy. Forward. Try to get the guys in. Do a pretty good job in Advance Wars 1 of just like hovering the crap out of it. That up. We're gonna sack this tank here. Gonna So he didn't choose to fire at the rocket, and he didn't choose to heal the rocket either, which is kind of weird. Story's hyper repair is going to give me a boost to everything I need. See what we can do here. Not great. Not great. Let me do some damage to the medium tanks. Here, that guy out. Here. That guy, obviously. Doopy-doody. Here. I'm just gonna start pumping tanks out. Alright. Gonna give me guy's gonna get beat up here. I like things getting beat. Great. Yeah, I didn't produce any units. Lots of mistakes today. Jerk. Only really affects one unit, but like I said, you're gonna that. The wood chipper. Okay, so let's see. Here I need 40 damage. Not do 40 damage. So we'll kill this guy. Two. And head south. Here. Pumping out the tank. There. Oh. And this should be last turn. Good. Hey there, Junior. What's your partner's name again, Krish? Stop calling me Junior. I have a name. It's Andy. Andy. Well now, that's the spirit. Y'all are new in the Orange Star Army, right? Oh yeah, I mean, you guys all kind of bumfucked us here. I mean, we used to have lots of experience with you and Olaf and, you know, Nell and Sensei, or not Sensei. Boy, why did I forget his name? I forget his name. He's the guy who sells you stuff. And then all of a sudden you guys all leave or retire, and then Nell becomes head CEO girl, which is fine. But like a bunch of little babies pop in to be filling up the ranks. Hey, how'd you know that? Well now, that's 'cause I'm Gert. I was beholden to Orange Star not too long ago myself. I'm pretty filled with most of the material. Well, y'all beat me this time. Who knows? Maybe we'll just see each other on the flip side. So long, Chris. You too, Junior. Stop calling me Junior. It makes me sad. So my technique kind of suffered there, and I also probably didn't do that as quickly as possible. So if I would have pumped more units out, I might have been able to get an ass. I don't know. It took a lot of damage there.